Hello everyone, and welcome to my Walker Target Priority tutorial. I'm been meaning to do this for quite a while now. You've probably heard me talk about this in quite a few of my commentary videos. It's a way of knowing where the walkers will go and who they're likely to attack. It's really useful, and I've just thought I'd go through and explain what it is and how to use it. So I'm going to start with the Walker Target Priority chart, which Grady created. Bearing in mind that none of this is actually things that I figured out. It was the clever people over on Discord who figured all this out. And I've put a link to the Discord channel in the description. So if you want to know more, and there's lots of really useful information on there, so check it out. But for now, I'm going to be using this chart. The walker is the X, and your survivors are stood in the squares that are the numbered squares. So to start with a really basic situation, you've got your survivors all stood on ones, so directly adjacent to the walker, either left, right, up or down. If in that situation, where they're all on an equal number, then the walkers will prioritise the survivors in portrait order, starting with the leader on the top left portrait, and then the second, and then the third position. So if you had your leader, second and third all stood on ones, the leader would get hit. If you only had your second and third on ones, then the second person would get hit. And obviously, if your third position is the only one adjacent to it on a one, then it will get hit. This works throughout this whole map. So if you had 3 people stood on 2s or 3 people stood on 4s, it would always walk towards the leader and attack them. One of the really important positions to be aware of, or the numbers, are 11 and 9, because 11 is actually within range of a walker when they're walking diagonally, so they could get hit. But if you have another survivor on 9, which is 4 to the right or left, up, down, then they will walk towards that survivor, even if 11 is within range, and completely ignore 11. This is decided at the beginning of the walker's turn. So if you can use this chart effectively, you can actually have people within range but not get hit. One other thing to mention is that walls and fences, corners, they don't count. They aren't seen by walkers. They only see a grid like this. Small caveat to that would be on guild wars. Some reason the walls on there act differently. I'm thinking of maps like the rat race map. For some reason the walls are seen as obstacles by the walkers, but nearly every single challenge map you can rely on this, and you will have seen videos where people use this chart to good effect on things like Through the Wire. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do some videos now of me doing scavengers, showing you this target priority chart in action. I'll show you some of what I've just been talking about, and I will try and set up some more of the advanced techniques as well, and some of the rules that the walkers will use. For instance, when using corners and a survivor being closer, if they end up adjacent to their target, but there is a higher priority survivor they can attack, they will. So I'll try and explain that in more detail with visuals, because it's quite hard to visualize it otherwise. And I hope you enjoy it, and I'll see you. I'll go and start a mission now and show you what I mean. So I'm going to do a scavenge now. I'm going to be using some tanky, low damage survivors, so that I don't kill everything whilst I'm trying to show you this, and can take a few hits. So I've got Gabriel in lead, I've got Ezekiel second, and my assault in third position. So let's go into the mission and try and show you some of these ideas that I've mentioned previously on the priority chart. So what I'm going to do first is show you this walker, and this is what I was talking about a minute ago with priority being decided at the beginning of the walker's move, but also depending on where they end up at the end of their move. So Gabriel is stood in position 3, and Ezekiel is stood in position 4, and my assault will be stood in position 5. This walker here will target Gabriel. It's going to move down 1 to get next to him. So then Ezekiel will be in position 1, so it will attack Ezekiel, not Gabriel. However, if we put Gabriel and Ezekiel in position 1, so 1 below, 1 to the side, this walker, I can tap on him, the one above Gabriel, that one, will now attack Gabriel because he is in position 1 and so is Ezekiel. So let's kill some of these to give us a bit of space. So if I didn't want Gabriel to be hit now, because he's low on health or he's a weak survivor or whatever, and I had a tank who could move into the way, I could put him in any of these spots, because this is spot 2, 1 and 2, and Gabriel is in spot 3. So I'm going to do that. This isn't the best scavenge map to show stuff off on, so I'm just going to move through it a minute and get onto a better one. Something else I'll mention whilst we're on here is the circles underneath the walkers. Full circles, so no dotted lines and everything, that it means they're aggressive, and the walker, they will act like the walker priority chart. If they've got a dashed circle underneath them, they're wandering, and they won't use this walker priority chart until they are made aware. So they can sometimes wander away, sometimes they'll come and get you, sometimes they'll walk past a target and get someone else. If you're trying to use this, it is best to get their attention as soon as possible, so that you know what they're going to be doing. And if they haven't got circles at all, they're unaware, and you can tap on the walker to see what status they're in. Unawares don't move at all. So I'm going to make all of these aware for now. So looking at this, this walker is in position 7 and Ezekiel's closest. From this walker, Ezekiel is in position, well, it goes off the chart I've got, but he's still closest. So they're both going to come down and try and get to Ezekiel. Okay, so Let's just finish this one and see if we can get a more open map to show you some more useful targeting mechanics. It's not too bad a one. So it's make this one aware. Let him come at Gabriel. So I can show you here. This walker is adjacent to Gabriel and Ezekiel, and Ezekiel as Gabriel's number 1, that one will attack Gabriel. This one is adjacent to Ezekiel and my assault, and as Ezekiel is higher up, he will get attacked. This walker is on means Gabriel is on 4 and Ezekiel is on a 6, so that one's going to attack Gabriel. And this one, Gabriel is on a 5 and Ezekiel is on a 7, so this one will go for Gabriel as well. Just like that. Let's just get rid of some of the walkers on the board now. Okay, so we got the incoming, perfect. So let's try and show you 9 and 11. Let's wait for this incoming to come in. Let's see if we can try that again. Nice. So that's better. That's on position. Gabriel's now on position 11. So within range. And if I put my assault here, she's on position 9, which is not in range. And Ezekiel is also on position 9 actually. So what will happen now is, even though it could go and get Gabriel, 1, 2, it's going to walk directly up to Ezekiel. This one is going to go left and get my assault because she's clearly closest. And this one is 4 across 1 and 1, 2, 3 down. So she's on 7. So this one's going to come for my assault as well. But yeah, so it just walked straight up. Couldn't get Ezekiel, so we were safe in that position. You can use this to draw walkers where you want them to be. So put Gabriel there, and you can drag the walker off that way, even though Ezekiel and Gabriel were equal distance. I'll show you this again. So according to the chart, Donna should be attacked, but what it's going to do is it's going to get adjacent to its target, and then it's going to rescan to see if there is a hero on a higher priority once it's got adjacent to the target, which was Ezekiel, because he was then in position 1. Let's go on to another map, see if there's if I can get another one with a bit more space again. So the 11 and 9 spaces, just to let you know, I've actually printed off the walker target priority, so I can check that what I'm saying is correct. You do kind of get a feel for it. Sometimes I do need to go and check it myself when I'm in the middle of a mission. I've got it saved on my Line app, so I can get to it quite quickly and easily. So what can I do here to show you? So let's do 9 and 11 again. So this walker within range of Gabriel, but we'll walk towards Ezekiel. I've got Ezekiel, my assault, and Gabriel all adjacent, but because Gabriel, who is in lead, is on a position 2, the walker will ignore him, and it will go for Ezekiel. As will all the others, because they are all closer to him. I don't want Ezekiel to take another hit, so I'm going to move him out the way. Now this walker is closest to Gabriel, so he will go for him, he's a 3. And this walker is closest to my assault, who's still on 6. Below 6 is 7, above 6 is 7. So these two are safe from this walker, and everyone's safe from this walker. Let's kill that one. So I'm going to spread the hits out again. So everyone's going to get hit by their respective walkers they're adjacent to. Well, apart from that one because he got killed. Yeah, so that's pretty much the basics of it. You just need to have an idea of how the numbers come out from this chart, and particularly keep in mind this little one here. So 2 diagonal or 4 away, and it will always go for the one that's 4 away. It's really useful. Haven't really been able to show many of the more advanced versions of what you can do with it, which not surprising on the scavenge, because they kind of rely on making walls, building walls, or using hard corners to protect yourself. I don't know if there is one on here actually. Let's have a look. No, they're all soft corners. So soft corners, hard corners are the things that depend on whether a walker is going to walk round it in 1 move or 2. So that's a soft corner because it goes 1, 2. A hard corner would be 1, 2, 3. See if I can get one on the next one. So I couldn't find any good examples of hard corners in the next couple of maps. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to end this video here as a part 1. So the basics of the walker target priority. I'll keep an eye out for some good maps which I can show you some further advanced techniques on it, which will again be using the how they target our survivors. I hope you enjoyed this video and you found it useful. If you did, please leave a like. If there's any other questions you have, please feel free to leave a comment, or if you have any ideas for future tutorial videos you'd like me to do, I'm more than happy to hear your suggestions, and I'll do what I can. So thanks very much for watching, and see you soon.